am Ali Madawi. I'm super excited to have the opportunity to share a little bit of information with you and kind of give you a little bit of what I've learned over the years. I'm not claiming that I know it all, but I've been through a whole lot and learned a whole lot. And the purpose of me doing these videos, these lives, is to educate you so you'll never have to go through the same obstacles, challenges, failures that I had overcome. And you may be in a process right now of building a business or prospecting or doing something that's right for you and for the masses. And if you hear from what I have learned, you may adjust a little bit if you are in the right direction, or like I said, just to prevent you overall. So we are in sunny Neptune, New Jersey. I happen to have the sun that's finally breaking out. We've had a crazy cloud and cold since yesterday. It was 40 degrees. Can you believe it? Yesterday we went from like 76 degrees the day before to 40 degrees. It's unheard of. We are April 16th. And as I'm starting this video, shout out to everybody that is hopping on from every part of the world, whether you are in Australia. I've seen some of you from Australia, whether you are in Europe, whether you are in Africa or here in the United States, South America. We love you and appreciate you. What's up? What's up? What's up? So today I'm going to talk to you about closing versus an educated business decision. You know, in the business world, or specifically in sales and or direct sales, you hear a lot of, let's close business, let's go ahead and close people, let's get people, right? And I personally, over the years, have learned that that's almost like a hunter style. That's like a ferocious, aggressive way of, no matter what, I'm just working to get my commission. Who cares about everybody else, right? What's up, Donald? Donald is in the earthly heaven. Glad you are here with us, my friend. So let's talk about helping an individual to make an educated business decision, because I promise you, if the person himself or herself has made the business decision for themselves, well, you no longer have to worry about closing or pushing them to make a decision or twisting their arms or so on and so forth. So if you are in a direct sales or sales overall, or you are in any business, drop a number one, because I'd like to know who I'm talking to make sure that I give you the goodies. So that is number one. Number two, you know, there are many people who are praying right now to have an opportunity to learn something. They may be in a business itself. You may be in a business that you need that little bit of help, and your team may need to know, you know, how can I get more people to agree to the mission that I have, to the process, to the service, to the product. This is generic. I am not talking about any product, service, or anything for that matter. I am only going to give you content and information that has helped me over the years to develop a network in 15 countries, to be able to create a following over the years. And, you know, we've done it in different languages. So here it is. Do not close. Help people make an educated business decision. If I force you to do something, sooner or later you will quit. But if I help you understand the overall value and you yourself decide to do that very same thing, well, guess what? It's a decision. We are in the same wavelength. We are parallel with our mindsets, with our thoughts. So very first thing that I want you to keep in mind is always 100% point to a tool. Do not be the presenter. So for your own prospects, do not be the presenter. And I know for some of you, it's going to sound hard, or it's going to be like, well, I'm old school. I'm used to sitting down and, you know, drawing the game plan and showing the how, the where, the when. That's all great. But I'm telling you, in 2018 and how fast-paced of an informational world that we are living in, people have access to information real quick. So you can spend an hour doing a full presentation, and with one click, they'll find something that they either you did not cover or maybe contradict some of the stuff that you were talking about from a different point of view, and 100% that's going to put you in a situation where you now have to, again, convince, again, close, because now you opened your mouth. So you are the show, and you have to keep on delivering. That's one. Two, it's not duplicatable. What I mean by that is you may be the biggest, most amazing presenter in the world, but if others cannot repeat what you're doing, unfortunately, when you stop selling or closing, your business just died. All right. So point to a tool, whether it's an audio, whether it's a video, whether it's an event, whether it's a short slideshow, whatever it is, let the tool do the work for you instead of you putting yourself in a situation where you have to be, the show, if you will. So that's the very first thing. Next, Once you point to that tool, whatever that may be that they're watching or so on and so forth, the individual himself or herself, when they're done, ask them one simple question. Hey, what do you like about what you saw? What do you like, or what did you like about what you just saw? Don't ever, this is like the killer in the business space, is when you say, what do you think? See, what do you think will lead to people saying, well, here's what I think. I had an uncle who did this and who did that, or I had an uncle who used something like this before, and they're going to start comparing you to the wrong opportunity or to the wrong product, right? And that's not fair to you, and definitely not fair to them, because you just robbed them out of an opportunity. So here's what you ask. What did you like best? Why do we want to ask that question? See, when you ask about what did you like best, you're specifically asking what hit home with you, what made sense to you. And from there, you can answer directly. They will answer directly, I liked ABC. Now, they might not like everything that the opportunity that you're in provides, meaning some people may say, well, I don't want to join your opportunity and market your product, but I'd be a customer. But if you say, what do you think? They're going to just focus on, I don't have time, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. So always ask, what did you like best? The next thing that or before we even move to the next thing, I'm going to give you two scenarios. If you get a negative answer, meaning if you get someone that tells you, well, I didn't like this or I didn't like that, ask them a follow-up question. What were you hoping to see? So give them an opportunity. In other words, if I were to allow you to create your own opportunity or your own service within what I'm just sharing with you, what were you hoping to see? Because that is going to kind of go one more layer over what they really were hoping to see, because they agreed to look at the information for a reason. They may be doing you a favor to evaluate something, but there was something, enough curiosity within themselves that led them to say, there is something that I am looking forward to. So always ask, what were you hoping to see? Now, they may say, well, I was hoping to see ABC. Let them know, oh my goodness, well, I am so sorry. Apologize, because you haven't done a good job to show them what they were looking for. No matter what, always apologize. Oh, well, I got to apologize because I didn't do a good enough job to show you that. Here is what you may have missed, and show them the next tool that shares that. If you don't have another tool, let them know, hey, listen, valid question or valid request, but here's the thing, I'd love to actually address that for you. Let me get an expert online who will 100% address that for you and me, because I don't want to accidentally mislead you. So put it on someone else, right? Now, if you got still a little bit of a pushback, ask them again, can I ask you a question? Why did you agree to check out all these videos or all this information or all these tools? Kind of look for, what were they actually looking for? So you ask, what were you hoping to see? Great. Then they're still not where you want them to be, right? Like we're not seeing eye to eye. Ask them again, why did you agree to sit down and take a look at this information? They may say, well, to be honest with you, I'm looking for an opportunity that does ABC. So you're literally asking the right questions to discover, what do they really want? What are they looking for? And you can obviously have an opportunity to create it. Now, if they give you a positive answer, oh, I loved A, B, and C, that's when you take it a step further and you say, I like that too. Because here's the thing, you're involved in your business model, in your opportunity, in your service, in your product, in your book, in your restaurant, whatever it is that you are, kind of persuading to that individual that it's a better option. I like that too. So when you're saying that, there's affirmation. We're both speaking the same exact language. We're both in the same place. And it creates this little bit of a group, right? Like, oh my God, we're on the same page. Like, I like that too. And I take it a step further and say, why was that important to you? Because now I'm looking for your core values. I'm looking for that personal reason why you realized that that was something that was important to you. So why is that important to you, right? And allow them to give you, and take notes, because those are the things that are going to help you make an educated decision with them. Now, even if they say, well, that's important to me because I have an 8-month-old child and my wife and I want to make sure that we are completely a stay-at-home mom and dad, right? Take it a step further again. Just like when you got a negative answer, you went a step further, and a positive, take it a step further. So what do you mean? Dig deep. See, when people open on a personal level on their reason why or on their core values, on that one personal emotional thing that means the world to them, they're more than willing to actually go all the way with you because they already got vulnerable. They already feel like I can trust you. I connect with you emotionally for me to open up about X, Y, Z. And now you can again remind them, well, I have the same exact reason, or I have something that's similar, but not in accordance to my child or anything of that nature, right? So you use that and you say, sounds like you're ready to join to me. It sounds like you are ready to join for me. Or they may say, oh, no, I'm not ready to go. Oh, so sorry. Didn't mean to assume. Again, apologize. See, when you show empathy, when you apologize, when you allow the individual to feel like you actually genuinely, don't fake it, but genuinely care about them. So how do I care about an individual? By showing the true empathy that I'm supposed to show. I assumed I messed up. When you mess up, what do? You apologize, right? So let them know, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to assume. And go back a step backwards. What were you hoping to see? And let them again unveil to you what was important to them. What did they want to see? If they say to you, well, I was hoping to see X, Y, Z. Oh, heavens me. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to not show you that. Let me go back, same exact thing, and show you what I've missed. Or let me get an expert on the line that can address that, because not only I want you to get the answer, but I too want to learn with you, and I don't want to mistakenly mislead you or so on and so forth. Now, if you get a positive answer on that, sounds to me like you're ready to get started or you're ready to join. Obviously, that positive answer is congrats. Let me get you started right away. Congrats. Let me get you started right away. Now, they might not be in a position to get started right away. You can say, awesome. Let's connect at 4 o'clock. I'll make sure that I'm in front of my computer and I'll help you out with your start right away. All right. So these are just some basic foundational steps. There's a lot more to learn when in terms of educating someone to make an educated business decision. The challenge, unfortunately, in what I see in the world that we are living in right now, where everybody is a guru, is unfortunately, oh, here are the 5 steps to close like a this or to close like a that. And I used to make those mistakes myself. I'm not claiming that I know anything more than anybody, but I've realized over the period of time that there is a lot more to be educated on to be a professional. It's not just about learning the 5 steps of this or the 5 steps of that. It's understanding the basics first. And little by little, you are opening another layer of that step. And so, to be quite honest with you, if you ever get the perfect answer to what it is that you need, you're doing it wrong, because there is no perfect destination. It's a journey and it's continual. The more education that you have, the more attractive that you do look to the masses in your business, in your opportunity, with your service product, and so on and so forth. And what I just shared with you right now is applicable to traditional businesses. It's applicable to direct sales. It's applicable to sales professionals. It's applicable if you want to sell a book or if you want to get a coaching gig or whatever the case may be. So make sure you ask the right questions. It's really, really simple. Point to a tool and ask the right questions. The more you're doing that, the more individuals will actually give you everything you need to know to help them make an educated business decision. The challenge is we get into the hunter mentality, and instead of us saying, hey, why is that important to you? How can I give you the proper answer to that? Let me get an expert on the line to make sure you get your answers. No. It's not about you getting started or buying my product or service or whatever. I would much rather help you make an educated business decision, even if that decision is no, not today. If you ever worked with me, and if you ever heard me speak to peers of mine, a prospect or what have you, I always say, hey, I just want to help you make an educated business decision, even if that decision is no. I don't want to get involved with you, not today. If you do that, I'm telling you, you're going to be more attractive. You're going to have less aggressive push back and forth with a prospect, because you're not selling, but you're being a professional. So with that, I hope these helped you out. Make sure you share this video. There are many people who could use your help. Again, if you notice from the very beginning to the middle to the end, we have not talked about a product or a service or anything for that matter. So all you have to do is hit that share button on the bottom left, and you can share it in your own news feed. You can invite individuals from the list that pops up, or you can just share it into an actual group. And the whole idea in here is to create an environment where everybody can win, an environment where everybody can be educated, to create an environment where we're using innovative excellence, where we're literally just using social media to be with one another and help one another at whatever it is that we may be doing, and more importantly, to do it with world-class style and a whole lot of integrity. And that's what we are doing, Thank you for the love. I appreciate you all. Mwah. From Neptune, New Jersey, we will see you next time. Good night, everybody.